Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. In one of my last videos I said that I'm going to Japan, and I also said that I will do another video addressing why I'm going to Japan. And you probably already saw the title of the video, so you know the reason why I went to Japan. I'm currently in Busan in South Korea, and I want to talk to you about my workshop experience in Kyoto. So until now I've never attended a workshop at all. That's my first time I've ever done one. When I saw that Magnum announced a workshop with Matt Stuart in Kyoto, I thought, hey, this would be a great opportunity because Matt Stuart is one of my favorite photographers and I had time, so why not go there? I mean, it was a little bit pricey with flight, accommodation, everything, but I thought, hey, this is a once-in-a-lifetime thing and I should do this no matter what. So I did. And by the way, if you don't know who Matt Stuart is, look him up on Google, and you probably have seen already a couple of his images and you will probably like his work, so do this. Make sure to look him up. Now, the workshop took place at the Leica store in Kyoto, which is located in the Gion district, which is basically the old town of Kyoto. Every morning we met there to review the images we took the day before. And after lunch we all went separate ways and went shooting, like basically until it got dark or even after dark. At the workshop there were only 6 attendees, which was pretty good because such a small group, and we had the opportunity to do like almost a one-on-one with Matt Stuart. So we split up into 3 groups of 2 people, and we walked the streets of Kyoto with Matt on one afternoon for 1 hour, which was pretty nice to see him shoot and like to get some feedback of him while shooting. On one day we took the train to Osaka to get a totally different experience. Osaka is roughly 50 kilometers away from Kyoto, and it's very different there. It's more modern, and I think it's the second biggest city, the second largest city in Japan. And it was pretty nice. It was, like I said, it was totally different. It was a very nice experience. And basically we spent the whole day there. Everybody went on their own, and we met up the next morning to review the images we took there. It was intense, but a lot of fun. Finally, on the last day, we reviewed our images, and we added our images to get a sequence. And that sequence ended up in a slideshow, which was presented after Matt Stuart's talk at the Leica store later that afternoon, which was pretty nice to see all those people coming to see Matt's talk, and after that they watched basically our images we took in the whole week, which was pretty nice. Like I mentioned before, attending such a workshop doesn't come cheap, especially if you consider like the cost for the flights and for accommodation, the workshop fee, and Japan is not the cheapest place in the world, which you probably know already, and so that's a pretty, basically a lot of money you have to spend to attend a workshop. And if you would ask me if I would consider this to be worth it, I would totally say yes, it was totally worth it for me. Personally, my biggest takeaway is not so much the shooting experience itself. It was rather on the last day when we added our images and we put them in a sequence. So to see Matt, how he's doing that, and he explained how he's editing and sequencing his images, that was pretty nice, and which was always really hard to me. And he helped me edit my images and give me roughly an idea for a project I can do, because I told him that I will go to Korea after the workshop. And that was pretty nice, and for me that was pretty much worth the whole trip. Other than that, it was pretty nice to meet a lot of new people, making new friends that share the same passion as I, and also to see Kyoto, because Kyoto has been like, for a long time, has been a place I wanted to visit, and finally I managed to go there. We didn't do any sightseeing, we had no time for that, so we just hit the streets and shot as many images as we could. But I don't regret that I didn't do any sightseeing, because it's not what I'm too much interested in. I mean, I've seen a palace and a temple, that's it, but for me that's totally fine. Now, since I had to show my pictures that I took like on the next day, I decided to shoot the Leica Q. And that was a great choice. Like the 28mm focal length was perfectly suited for Kyoto. And to give you an idea and to not bore you too much, I will now show you a couple of images I took there. Those are not the images that ended up in my final edit, because I want to keep them for later, because I'm still shooting for this project. I will show them to you later. So now enjoy the images and we will see each other in the next video. Auf Wiedersehen!